everyone, and welcome to Cliffhangers and Cocktails podcast with my co-host,
Shéa and that's me.
and I'm Amy Sissel, and we are USA Today bestselling authors of paranormal women's fiction, among other things. And this podcast is brought to you, as always, by the Caftan Coven.
Ooh, yay. Well, welcome to our mini pod, where we discuss a single topic related to the craft, whether it be craft cocktails, witchcraft, or writing craft. And today's topic is going to be craft cocktails, or cocktail craft. And this is the second in our Witches Liquor Cabinet series. Today, we're talking mixers.
Woo!
Woohoo!
When people talk about cocktail magic, they're usually talking about the alcohol, which, as we talked about last time, is the base of the spell. But today, we're opening another door of the cabinet.
Oh my
juices, the herbs, the fizz, the sweetness. In other words, the mixers.
Ooh.
We're shaping some intention today. Isn't that right, Shéa?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So if the spirit base is the spine of the spell, then the mixers are like the muscles. And the breath.
The muscles? Is that what you said?
The muscles, yes. They're like the muscles and the breath and the color and the movement. So it's basically like the foundation, and then the mixers are all the pizzazz, right? All the other fun stuff. The window boxes and the red front door. Or whatever. I don't know where
there
I'm
are
going.
So many metaphors here. I don't even know what's going on.
I've lost my plot. Okay. But the point is, they're what turn a drink, just an ordinary drink, into a spell, other than intention, of course. This episode is about how mixers make magic, how stirring, muddling, pouring, and balancing transform a simple cocktail into a purposeful potion.
I just lovely alliteration.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do love, well, as you know, I have a witch series. Well, I have more than one, but I have one specifically where they do a lot of cocktail magic. And so they often describe their cocktails as potions. They kind of, either one, it works because...
What's the name of that series?
Oh,
our listeners want to know.
That series is called Season of the Witch. And yes, some of the books do have cocktail recipes at the end. So, because why not?
Right away.
It's for science and magic. Yeah, listen to us first, then go grab it. So what are mixers? I mean, well, in mixology, mixers are the non-alcoholic components of a cocktail. They dilute, soften, brighten, sweeten, or stretch a drink. They change flavor, texture, aroma, and appearance. So you're not just drinking plain old gin, you're drinking a French 75, for example. But in cocktail spellcraft, mixers do something even more important. They're the vehicles by which we're infusing specific energies into the spell. Through fruits, herbs, spices, carbonation, color. Mixers carry symbolism, botanical associations, or situations sometimes, and sensory cues that help align the drink with your intention. They don't just support the spell, they shape it. They serve several key magical functions. First, they allow for intentional infusion through action. So the act of stirring, muddling, shaking, or pouring are in themselves ritual movements. If you think about, witches in fiction or whatever, basically the shaker is like your cauldron, where, the spoon or the muddler is your magic wand. If you're going in a clockwise motion, stirring in a clockwise motion, also called diasil or sunwise, is used to draw energy in toward you and toward the spell. If you're doing it in a counterclockwise or widdershins, which is like one of my favorite words. I just love that word.
I love widdershins as a word.
This is the best word. That can be used for clearing, cleansing, banishing. So if you've got negative energies to banish and you're stirring up something to banish those negative energies, stir in a counterclockwise widdershins motion. Second, they act as both literal and symbolic ingredients. So every fruit, herb, spice carries traditional associations. Choosing them is an act of spellcraft. If you choose them with intention, you're not just pulling random things out of the cupboard. You're choosing each one with intention and purpose. For instance, you wouldn't want to use an orange in a banishing ritual, just like you wouldn't want to use beets in a money spell. And
I had a beet martini once, and it was very interesting.
Oh, see, I hate beets. They taste like dirt. So for me personally, even if beets were very, very and they are magical, they do have magical properties, but even if like it was like, oh, that's the perfect item I need for my spell, I would find another item. And that's part of an intentional choosing as well. You're intentionally choosing things that suit your taste.
I have beet powder in my cocktail cabinet.
That's wild. They also carry literal physical benefits in the form of vitamins, minerals, and so forth. So like all these botanicals, yes, juices, they all have, actual health purposes. Now, probably we're not going to drink like a screwdriver because we need more vitamin C, but but they do actually, and that's part of kitchen witchery, to know those purposes as well. So they also,
well, because a lot of the health benefits are also part of the magical.
Right. Because
the magical. I mean, like
energy.
Before people understood vitamins, they knew that, citrus keeps you from getting scurvy, and how we don't know what that connection is.
They just knew that it did.
Yeah,
they
so
knew
until
that
the science caught up, it was magic.
I love the quote that, significantly advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Well, third, mixers help with energetic balance. So just like, you got sweet, sour, bitter, fizz, all those things need to balance in a drink, but you also need harmony when you're using strong magics. So mixers soften, sharpen, ground, or uplift as needed. Just like, we were talking in the last episode about bourbon versus rum with the same mixer. So today we're going to switch up mixers with the same base cocktail and show you how those do that same thing. But you can add layers to your magical intention with what you're adding in a mixer. And finally, mixers engage the senses, which is essential for magic. Green witches don't just grow plants because, oh, they're nice, pretty plants. They love the interaction with the plants, the smell of the plant, the feeling when they're, trimming the plant or feeding the plant or watering the plant. It's about all of the senses. Magic isn't just about the base. Ooh, I look at it. Nice. It's all of the senses being involved. And color, aroma, texture, taste, anchor intention into the body and the moment. So when you're drinking this potion, it's anchoring you to your intention. It's anchoring you in the moment, whether you're drinking a cocktail with friends or by yourself. So let's talk mixers.
Yes, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay. So the first one, and this is probably, I don't know, probably the most common.
Juice.
Is juice. Yeah. I mean,
you were
making some fun juices like this, right after you moved to Portugal, you were making all kind of pomegranate stuffs.
Now it's citrus time.
Ooh, lovely, because we are going to make a citrus thing today. Fruit juices are the most commonly used mixers, and they're honestly some of the most powerful. Ooh, what have you got there in that lovely glass? It's kind of
Oh,
an
I'm so glad you
orange.
asked. It's
Yes.
juice.
What kind of juice?
It's orange
Ooh.
juice with half a lemon juice.
Ooh.
Juice of half a
Yum.
lemon, not half a lemon juice. Yes,
I got you. I got you.
juice.
Lovely.
All the citrus is like
Yeah.
out there right now.
Yeah. Well, citrus is like lime, lemon, grapefruit, orange, everything. They're strongly associated with cleansing, purification, and energy boosting. And they cut through stagnation, both physically and energetically. So, physically with that vitamin C, energetically, they're just that brightness, that bit of the sun. And orange juice often carries associations of vitality, warmth, and joy. And then we have other juices like cranberry, which can lean toward protection and emotional clarity. But juices also bring brightness and life to a drink, a reminder that magic doesn't have to be heavy to be effective. Um, then we've got like herbs and spices, which are a fun thing. And I love using herbs. I've done that for a while, but I'm learning more and more how to use spices in cocktails. It's really fun. Um, but they're where the cocktail spellcraft becomes um very intentional. Like fresh herbs can be muddled directly into the drink or used as a garnish, releasing aroma and symbolic energy. Um, and so we got like things like mint, which is commonly used for invigoration, luck, forward movement, rosemary, protection and remembrance. Rosemary in a drink can be really lovely, especially like a blackberry drink or something like that. Um, Lavender supports calm, peace, emotional ease. And spices bring heat, depth, and motion. Like cinnamon, that's one of my favorites to work with, which is associated with passion, protection, and abundance. You know me, all about the abundance. And nutmeg and cloves that support warmth and energetic shielding. Maybe you need more nutmeg in your life, not
I
just
maybe
protection. Yeah, add a little nutmeg to your coffee in the morning.
I
Give your...
will not, but thank you for that suggestion. Maybe I'll just like put some in a pouch and wear it.
there you go, because clearly you need some. So these ingredients don't just flavor the drink, they sort of aim it in a specific direction. So your spice rack at home is full of magic, just waiting to be let out to run around and do things. Magical things.
Okay.
And here's, I think, one of your favorites, carbonation.
I do like carbonation, although I have none in my current beverage.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, there's something like inherently magical about bubbles. Like we all know this, right? And
Yeah.
carbonized mixers like soda water or tonic, or sometimes champagne. There's that
Never
magical
heard of it.
word.
Didn't we decide during the last episode that I was 75, my spirit was 75%
Oh,
champagne?
yeah, totally we did. Absolutely we did.
Yeah.
So it symbolizes energy rising, spirits lifting, and momentum building. So if you really want to add an oomph, add some bubbles. Which is why they're great for like celebratory magics. Effervescence can be used to give the spell a quick spark, a sense of movement or activation. We were talking last time about the rum and the ginger ale. That's the carbonation is actually helping that spell to move more quickly because it's not just plain old ginger juice. It's got the carbonation. Um, and then the fizz brings lightness and excitement, and it especially useful when you want an intention to feel alive rather than heavy. So you probably wouldn't want to use it in shadow work, for instance. Wouldn't recommend. And it's extra magical when used in cocktail spells with friends. So if you got your coven together on an evening.
Oh, Coven.
Yeah, add a little extra champagne to your boozy beverage, you
I'm
know?
gonna have life-size cutouts of you and Samantha, like made so that I can have champagne with y'all, and I'll drink your share. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Ah, and then we've got the sweetness, binding, and balance. So sweet mixers like honey, maple syrup, simple syrup, flavored syrups, even molasses, which we're going to cover the flavored syrups in another episode. But those all play an important magical role in a cocktail spell. So sweetness is often associated with attraction, binding, and harmony. So honey in particular has been used for drawing things toward you gently and steadily. So if you want that gentle, steady movement, like going along maybe with a bourbon, which has that steady, that long-term burn. Um, Sweet elements can soften harsh energies. So if you add a little sweetness to like your tequila drink, temper bitterness and create emotional warmth in a spell. In magic, just like in cocktails, sweetness works best when it's balanced, not overpowering and intentional, because you absolutely can get a drink a little too sweet. So you want that balance, as in life.
And I know that, like, for me, I don't like very sweet drinks,
Right.
generally speaking, so I almost never add the sweet mixers.
Mm-hmm.
Which now I'm sad because I have no harmony in real life, and it's
Well,
a very sad thing.
you might need just a tiny bit of sweetness, but then there are, some juices and things, some fruits that are sweeter than others.
Well, and
And
that's yeah. What I don't remember the cocktail we were making that was supposed to have something, and I just pina coladas when we were making those
yeah,
with Stephanie Berchioli.
yeah,
That episode came out last month, I think. Yes, in
yeah, I think
January.
so. Yeah.
And that I didn't add any kind of sweetener to my pina
Hmm.
colada because I had pineapple juice. Like, who needs
Yeah.
it?
You had
But
fresh pineapple juice. Wasn't it fresh?
I mean, I
Yours?
didn't juice it myself, but
But
I
I
mean,
mean, yeah.
a
And see, I had canned pineapple juice, which was delicious. But and of course I like mine on the sweeter side.
Yep, you
Um,
like sweeter stuff a little bit more than I do.
mhm, yeah. Um, so choosing mixers with intention. As we've mentioned many times, magic is all about intention. But you start again, like we did with the base spirits. What's my intention? So you've already chosen your base spirit. So you choose the ingredients that whose flavor, color, and symbolism align with that intention. So like if you want to do a cleansing spells are great, like going into a new year, or maybe when you're starting a new project, or maybe when you're moving into a new home, or maybe you're just feeling kind of heavy and you just want to do a cleansing spell. You would maybe use like clear soda, uh, and or like water, like a tonic water, or sparkling water or something, and some citrus. Uh, if you want to do a love spell, now let me be clear. Love spells do not mean making someone fall in love with you. You cannot make someone fall in love with you. It doesn't work like that.
And you
But
wouldn't want that.
and you wouldn't
It's
want that.
creepy and gross.
Who would want to be with someone you had to force to be with you?
We've all seen the movies and TV shows, and it never ends
It
well.
never is. Oh,
Does not.
yes. But you can do a love spell, like, to boost your connection with your partner, or to boost the love in your own heart. And so you would use probably fruit like strawberries or apples, which are very strongly associated with love. If you need some courage because uh, in the morning you have an interview, or something like that. Probably
And
don't
just
drink
drink a
it.
lot of tequila.
Yeah, there you go.
Before you're in it. No, 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 no.
No, I don't
Don't do that.
recommend. But like, you might put in some spice into your drink and bring in that boldness. Go ahead.
Much like when we're looking at the base spirits,
Yeah.
a lot of this, when you really start thinking about it, you're going to be like, of course that makes sense. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
strawberries and apples feel more like love and
Mm-hmm.
conviviality. And of course, citrus fruits feel more like sunshine and
Mm-hmm.
vitality. And part of that, I mean, citrus and sunshine is like almost synonymous. But you
Yeah.
you start thinking about what these are, and for a lot of us, it is going to feel a bit like, oh, instinctively, you might know kind of what would work for this. So then you just like do a little bit of research to confirm you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably are because instinct, I think, and intention are a huge part of what we're doing here.
Right.
As I say, the person who makes things with love. Um,
Yes. From your
but
heart.
it's gonna
Yep.
sound right. Spice in citrus have different feels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like cinnamon and citrus they can work very well together, of course,
Yeah.
but they have a different feel.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I do everything with my heart.
Maybe so. But no, I mean,
Probably not.
seriously, like even people like me who are very like, I'm an Aquarius and I'm very like, I think a lot of thoughts in my head. I tend to do things more with my brain. Um,
I'm sorry, I'm a Pisces.
which is why you do more things with your heart. That's a lot of it too, is how it feels to you. That's your own personal magic. The process of choosing those things is again a form of kitchen witchery. This is part of the magic. Measuring, stirring, tasting, adjusting, every step is part of the ritual for creating your spell. And magic happens not just in what you add, but how you add it. Um, and the mixers are where the cocktail becomes the spell, the magic becomes personal. It allows you to fine tune a spell, layer on intention, engage the senses in a way that feels grounded and joyful. Magic should always be approached with being grounded, but also with joy. And it transforms alcohol into alchemy and muddling into magic. If you pick up an ingredient and you're like, this is what this ingredient says to me, and maybe that's not something listed on the official list of energies for that ingredient, but that ingredient speaks to you on that personal level. That is more important than what a book says. So go with that. Go with absolutely that, because again, that's your intention. That's your own personal magic.
Would
Oh, yes.
still though recommend double checking until
Oh, yeah.
you really have a good feel for it.
Yes.
Because if this is
Absolutely.
something that's new to you, then you want to be careful that you're not mixing up your intention when you're
That is,
mixing up your
yes,
drink.
that's a good point, because if you're not used to mixing cocktails, you won't necessarily have the innate ability to know what goes together to make something nice to drink. I have certainly made some very terrible missteps.
I think that's part of the process.
But that if you get to know what the official meanings of things are, the official energies of things, then you can then understand that and then understand also how they speak to you on a personal level. Now I'm going to throw together a couple of cocktails, both with the same base spirit, to show you how you can change a spell by changing the mixer.
So Shay's going to make us a couple cocktails with same base spirit,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
different mixers. And
Mm.
I am very excited to share that I have a third mixer with the same base spirit.
Ooh.
So we have three different cocktails basically.
Mm-hmm.
Shea, it's noon. Shea's gonna be double fisting cocktails all day. But I only have one because I'm a responsible like 8 p.m.er here. I was
All right.
excited.
You're
Excited that
hilarious.
I am doing the same thing, just a different
A
mixer.
different way. Okay, well, first I'm going to go ahead and make these two, and then we can talk about what you did. So I'm going to do vodka for both of these. And we're going to do basically the same-ish amount of vodka. So 1.5 to 2 ounces of vodka. And I've got my lovely little Netherlands vodka. I
You can
think
also just like pour vodka in your glass until it
you
looks good.
absolutely can. And that's actually what I'm going to do here because basically this bottle of vodka is now empty. Yeah. So you can measure with your heart, absolutely, because these are super simple. Uh, super simple. Okay, so the first one we're going to make is called a Cape Cod or a vodka cran, if you will. Its old name was a Red Devil. Yeah. Now,
Really?
if you look up Red Devil now, it's like some fancy schmancy, like all kinds of ingredients. But the original was just vodka and cranberry. So, got our vodka cranberry, um, lovely here, a little red there. And then the other one is a vodka and lemonade. Now, I don't have lemonade. So what I'm going to do is put in some lemon juice. And now that's going to be sour as hell for me. So I've got some superfine sugar. You could also use simple syrup, and I'm just gonna put that in. Add us a little sweetness here. And then we've got our little stir stick. And I'm gonna stir. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna
We're gonna
do,
do clockwise. Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do yeah, because now if I was gonna do a cleansing one, because lemon is really good for cleansing, I would stir Widdershins anti-clockwise. But because I'm gonna do a luck and prosperity one, I'm gonna do so first, and this is just called a vodka lemonade, nothing fancy. So the vodka, as we know from our previous episode, is a is versatile and neutral, and it's ideal for purification spells, clarity spells, new beginnings, and customized spells where you don't want it clashing with anything. Hence, you can basically do just about any spell you want with vodka. Um, so the cranberry energy is for protection, healing, vitality, often used for warding off negativity and UTIs. Um, purifying spaces, boosting courage, and strengthening bonds of friendship and love. And the cranberries are believed to attract positive energy while also cleansing the negative energy. So this cocktail is, you could do a great spell for banishing negativity and attracting positive energy and strengthening your connection with your friends or, some dude at work. Who knows?
The dude
Always.
at work for me is my husband.
Well,
So
the
that's
dude at work for
cool.
me is my boyfriend. So yeah, that works.
Okay.
I mean, this is freaking delicious, I have to say.
Well,
Um,
I'm having basically a screwdriver.
mm,
Um, because I'm doing fresh squeezed orange juice, a little bit
hmm
of lemon,
hmm
so and vodka as well. And I mixed mine clockwise. And this is the intention behind this is kind of that creativity and the
mm,
joy and the
hmm
lightness, the vitality, with a
Yes.
little bit of that lemon for protection and prosperity. So I'm
Love
bringing in
it.
that good fortune. I'm bringing
Yeah.
in that vital energy and that
hmm
creativity with my thing. And I was looking up the recipe. I don't
hmm
know why. It's vodka and orange juice.
mm
Um, and it's not just a screwdriver. Screwdrivers don't usually have lemon in them, but I wanted
mm.
some to cut the sweetness of the oranges a little bit. These are very sweet oranges.
Mm.
And I found out if you add blue curacao, you
Oh
can call
yeah,
it a sonic screwdriver.
I love it. The Whovian in me is
But
very
I
happy.
didn't because A, I don't have any, and B, that
Right.
sounds like something I wouldn't enjoy. Do
Okay.
you need more
Yeah.
sugar in
I
your
needed
lemonade?
I needed a lot more sugar. But
I saw that pucker.
I usually use simple syrup, but I couldn't find it, so I just grabbed the super fine sugar. But so by doing the lemon juice here with
Hmm.
sugar or lemonade if you've got it, um, again, I would use real juices rather than like those. fake lemonade mixes. I mean, because you want the energies, but it doesn't have to be expensive or anything like that. But the difference the lemon makes is, let's go over here to the lemon energy. Purification, cleansing, protection, prosperity, healing, and renewal. Bring good fortune, ward off bad luck. Sweeten relationships with their bright color, representing joy and vitality in spiritual practices. And so that makes the vodka lemonade perfect for spells to call in money, protection from negativity, or when, as one site put it, warding off the evil eye. So maybe, if there's some trouble happening in your life, that's a good one. Putting a bit of sweetness into a relationship and for physical well-being. Got that vitamin C again. And also to express joy and infuse oneself with happiness. So I'm bringing in the healing. I'm bringing in the money because, I got plans.
It's a rich witch's world. Isn't that what Abba's saying?
That's right.
It's a rich witch world. That's my cover song.
We do have some recommended reading. It's called The Witch's Encyclopedia of Magical Plants book. History and Folklore, Correspondences, and Spell. It's a very long thing. Anyway, it's by Sandra Kynes, Kynes.
And it'll be in the show notes.
It'll be in the show notes. It's a really nice, lovely, thick book that has all the magical correspondences. I've also got, these are kind of my two go-to magical cocktail books. I love to find cocktails in here, and then sometimes I'll twist the recipes a little bit to my own taste or my own magical use, or it'll give me an idea. So the first one, this is my first and favorite, is Witchcraft Cocktails by Julia Halina Hadas. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but there we go. This is my go-to. You can see all my little like post-its and things. I've made a lot of these cocktails, and she has a lovely reference in here for some of the ingredients. It's a really nice recipe book, but also a reference book. And then this is another one.
Moon, Magic, and Mixology?
No, this one is Witchcraft Cocktails.
Oh, Witchcraft Cocktails. Sorry.
Yeah, and then this one, it's also by her, and it's called Moon, Magic, Mixology. Confused. Yeah, I don't think you can see this very well because of it's
I'll show you the cover in the Instagram post that comes out with this.
Yes. So in this one, this is more moon magic based, and she bases it around phases of the moon and things like that. But again, it's got some really great references. She talks about liqueurs and different like mint, olive, orange, and she has some reference in there for what those meanings are. So there's a limited reference. And I love, of course, the art, the photography too. It's just beautiful.
That is beautiful.
The next time you reach for juice, an herb, or a splash of soda, remember you're not just mixing a drink, you're mixing magic.
I'm so excited that, like, when I was reading the script that Shéa put together for this, I got to that part and I was like, this is awesome. I knew it was, she's got such a way with words. She should be a writer, y'all.
I know, right? She should be.
I do want to add a caveat for people who are watching this when we're talking about the citrus mixers. If you are on any kind of medication, psychiatric medication, or anti-seizure medication, mood stabilizers, be very, very careful with grapefruit juice.
Or cholesterol.
A lot of medical contraindications with grapefruit juice, as well as, and this isn't something we talked about today, but it does come up with cocktails, activated charcoal.
Oh yeah, I avoid activated charcoal because that will screw with any medication you're on.
Yep.
So I would.
And it's just bad for you. Actually, I love the trend of black drinks, except that it's bad for people.
Yeah. So, I mean, speak to your doctor. We are not medical professionals, but personally,
I am not.
Personally, I would absolutely avoid activated charcoal, full stop, but particularly if you're on any medication at all.
Grapefruit removes some of the effectiveness.
Right.
of your psychiatric medications or
Mhm.
your cholesterol medications, your
Mhm.
anti-seizure medications, it can remove the effectiveness of them and like kind of
Mhm.
screw with that. You can tell I'm a doctor.
Yeah, totally.
Um, so like on all of my medication inserts, it says
Mhm.
no grapefruits, and I'm sure that the amount of grapefruit in a cocktail is not enough to fuck with my meds, but
Probably
I'm
not.
not gonna mess around with that.
Yeah.
I figure I'm already doing the alcohol.
Yeah. And there's
Add
other
more.
things that have those energies. Anyway, yes. So please follow us on Instagram, like us, share us.
If you have
We're
cocktail questions, drop a DM on our Insta, put a comment on our YouTube, email us at cliffhangersandcocktails@gmail. Reach out. We will answer your questions and respond to your messages,
exactly.
unless they're creepy.
Oh yeah, totally. And be sure to check the show notes for the links to buy these reference books as well, if you would like to check those out.
And the recipes will be in there.
Mhm.
And, like, review, rate, share, and definitely smash that like button.
So hard.
Muddle it.
Muddle it. Wiki, wiki, wiki. And thanks for joining us once
It's a
again.
cocktail.
I'm still drinking.
We'll
We'll see you next time.